the misery that I had that week from not speaking the language. I couldn't order. "20 seconds to Thailand, Thailand Rob." 5 years later. Five years in Thailand. I've been in Thailand now for 5 years. This week is the anniversary of me showing up 5 years ago. And I want to thank you all, every one of you, Patreon members, viewers, everyone that's ever watched the channel, that has kept me and supported me and continued to cheer me on to make videos 5 years later, and we're still doing it. Not the prettiest beach today. Got holidays this whole weekend. There was a 3-day holiday. Bars are closed and it's really quiet just because people don't have to work. A lot of the shops are closed. I mean, a lot of the little tourist places are open and restaurants are open. But yeah, the post offices and all the legal stuff, so the really low traffic today. And I thought, well, I'll come out and we'll have a little talk about what's happened in 5 years since I've been here. I was digging through some old footage. Hi, I'm 20 Seconds in Thailand, Thailand Rob. My name's Rob, I'm from America. And in the first quarter of 2015, I lost my place where I lived, I lost my job, and I didn't have a relationship going on. So I bought a one-way ticket to Thailand. But there's so much of it that I think I'll save that for another time, to put like a little montage to show you some of the growing pains or the times that we had for, you know, since the first 20 Seconds in Thailand on Facebook all the way up until present time, about letting you guys know what my crew up back in Bangkok, Fawn and Boom, Steve and all of them, what they're up to. I was up there not too long ago, but we can talk about that. We can talk about that. So yeah, 5 years ago, I had got my one-way ticket in America, had my immigration visa papers all in order, passport. First time I ever had a passport, never left the country. Packed 2 bags and a laptop. Didn't have any cameras back then. I wasn't doing YouTube back then. Came over here with the idea that maybe I could just get a teaching job or something like that. I knew one phone number in Thailand from another American that was working over in Thailand, in Bangkok. And he agreed to pick me up from the airport. So I go to the airport. I've never been on an international flight, and here I am going to the other side of the world completely from Florida, where I was living for, you know, 10 years. Bit nervous. 4,000 US in my pocket. That's what I brought. I had 4,000 and my visa was good for 3 months that I had. And so I said, well, we'll just go and give it a shot. So 5 years ago on this week, I was sitting at a hotel down 1 block from where they filmed The Hangover at Labua Tower. And every morning I would wake up and I would see this building in front of me, not Labua Tower, it was behind the hotel I was staying at. But in front of me was this creepy looking building, which is now I know as the Ghost Tower. I know pretty much all the history that's to be known about that, but I didn't even know where I was at. I was right there on Silam, BTS Silam, the place called Satong. When it's spelled, it looks like Sawthorn, but I was staying at Satong. Hold on 1 second until the car gets through. And then, so, okay, this week I fell ill a little bit. I got overly dehydrated, and so I've been at home for the past few days. That's why I'm not so excited right now. I'm just really kind of tired and weak. And 5 years ago, I was at that hotel, and I was in my room. I had paid $7,000 plus or something, bought a week to stay at this hotel there. I couldn't leave the room because I had eaten something that just completely messed me up. And so the only thing I did was I went out and got some antibiotics from the store right down the road. I was miserable, to say the least. I mean, the misery that I had that week from not speaking the language. I couldn't order coffee at McDonald's, and the coffee over at McDonald's here is not the same like it is back in the United States. Or at least it wasn't then. It may have changed by now. So at least I knew where a McDonald's was, but I couldn't even eat that food because of my stomach. I went to the Robinson store and got a apple, well actually the top store down, and got an apple a day, and went back because the apple a day keeps the doctor away. Because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And scared, miserable, discouraged, all within the first week. So then I booked a second week at the same hotel, and I finally felt good enough to get in contact with a person that places English teachers, which was Phone and Boom. And so I made so I got all dressed up, made the trek down to the office, and I didn't know the Thai style. I had already told them the day before I would come and see them, and as soon as I got there, which was at the end of the BTS track, and then you have to get on a motorbike and go all the way to their office, and then they were closed. Now I'm even more discouraged. So I get back on the train, I go back to my room, I send an email. I don't know how anything works here, and I'm not seeing the end of the tunnel anywhere. Mind you, I didn't know any vloggers back then. I had watched a couple on YouTube, but I didn't know anybody. I only knew the one phone number, and he was busy working all the time. We didn't hang out. We hung out for like 2 nights, and maybe we all met for dinner and went to a club one night, and that's the last I think I ever saw of them. But things progressed after that. I did go to teach a little bit at some of the schools, and if you want to learn how to teach English, I mean, if you want to teach English over here, it's a very different type of work process, but it's very doable. Just let me know if you want to, and I'll get you in touch with Fawn. Fawn has got her brand new company all set up, and she's placing teachers now. She's got her website. I'll direct you to the website, and we can go from there. I can put the link in the description as well. I'll put the link in the description. You can just click on that. Her phone number is on there if you want to get in touch with her about teaching English. So the teaching English thing wasn't working out very well. I still had a little bit of money. Now, I had went from hotel to a different hotel to a different hotel, and then finally, Boom and Steve were nice enough to take me into their home because they had like a 6-bedroom home, and they said I could stay there until I got on my feet and just help them out. And so I said, well, thank you so much. And then the rest is history. The rest is history because I made a trip down to Kamala where I met Sonny. At the time, Sonny was doing a lot of YouTube videos, and he told me that he was watching my 20 seconds on Facebook and that I should really consider doing Facebook. He said, go buy a camera. So I went and bought a camera. Problem was, my old computer couldn't handle editing software for film editing. It just couldn't. So I had to go buy a computer. Still a little bit discouraged, but excited at the prospect of YouTube. So let me go ahead and stop right here, and we'll continue the story maybe with the montage of once I started now making the YouTube videos for you guys coming and helping me out, and I'm still here 5 years later, and I thank you so very much. On this quiet day, I'm gonna stop yakking because there's people here that are trying to read, like over there. And this is also a park, so I'm pretty sure they don't want to hear my voice just screaming at a camera like a crazy YouTube blogger from America. I love you guys. Thank you so much for keeping up with me. 5 years. Thank you for the 5 years. And the next station, for me, maybe not Nana. Next station, I don't know. 5 years from now? We'll talk about that next. And also 5 years ago, I brought you this guy.
Can you take this asshole back to America, please?
Goody goody, don't forget that.